Yo, welcome back to another video. Today is April 22 recap. So let's just get to the charts, which is right here. So this is the trade that I took today. And I'm explain why and why I didn't trade on these pairs and why gold. So first of all, let me go back. As you can see, Monday 21, it was in Euro. In Europe, it was in Euro. It was a bank holiday, and GBP also a bank holiday, which means I think what the market was open. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, look at this. Look at this, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Look at this. Which is so yeah. Today I didn't trade, didn't pay attention on GJ, nor Euro USD. I was just paying attention to these three, which I honestly just went with gold. Why? Because I have more experience in gold. I feel more like home. You feel me? But yeah, this is the trade that I took, which you can see my paper trade. I won 3,105, which I only won in demo trading, not in my real account. In my real account, I didn't put no trades in. Why? Because first of all, the day before I slept very late, like at 2:32, something like that, and I had to wake at 7 a.m., which means I didn't have the brain cells yet. Like, I just barely woke up and it was so bad I couldn't even concentrate. So that's a thing I will keep in mind, is to go to bed a bit earlier than usual, because it is messing up with my trades. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. Yeah. So this trade that I took today, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, so when the market opens it at 7, so I was looking at this, right? Boom, liquidity sweep. Honestly, I was placing my breaking structure right here. I should have put it like right here. Oh, and my daily bias is bullish. My weekly is bullish, daily bullish, 4-hour bullish, 1-hour bullish. So that means I'm going for longs. So yeah, I went for longs today. But yeah, see, liquidity sweep, break of structure to the upside, scare lower time frame, and I was just waiting for it to hit the order block zone, but it just hit this. Like super. It whiskered down to a smaller time frame. It was just so, look, like it was super low. Like it just barely touched it. And that's why I didn't took a trade on my real account, because that for me it isn't enough. It isn't enough confirmation for me to place a trade, a bullish trade. So yeah, that for me, I wouldn't take it even if anything happened. But yeah, I wouldn't take that because it barely tapped into it, and also because nah, I mean, it did, as you can see, it just tapped a little bit. It just barely touched equilibrium. It didn't even hit equilibrium. Was there a fair value gap? Check, hold on. I mean, this whole thing again is in line with the order block. Is the fair value gap also? See, this is the fair value gap. This one right here, right there, which it did fill, but it barely tapped in again. I wouldn't trade it. So yeah, and plus I was like super sleepy, so I didn't have the confidence to place a trade that day. So yeah, I'm gonna need to start sleeping a bit earlier. But yeah, it did fill out the fair value gap, as you can see, which I just took it on the paper trade because it was like a bit risky to place real money in, just because it barely tapped in. It was risky for me, so I didn't place a trade, just my demo. So I placed this, and since they were just this highs, and obviously my risk to reward ratio would have been so bad, because my stop loss would have been like over here, so obviously it would have been bad, and there was no other high, so I just placed it into, for me to get just one risk to reward ratio, which it did hit beautifully, if I do say so. It even went even more up, as you can see. I went to the sky. But yeah, this is that trade that I took. Not bad, but yeah, yes, I could have made money, but again, it barely tapped in. Look at this, bro. Oh no. Oh yeah, it barely tapped in, bro. It barely tapped in into the fair value gap and the order block. As you can see, this I think I would have entered if I just had paid more attention to the fair value gap. Yeah, that's it. I would have paid, if I would have paid attention to the fair value gap, I think I would have taken the trade, not gonna lie. Yeah, I take back my words. I think if again I would have spotted the fair value gap in the 5-minute, I would have entered the trade. Yeah, because it did tap back a bit to the other block. But yeah, I think I would trade it, but again, I wasn't in the right mindset that day, because again, I was super sleepy. It was not it. So yeah, a better trade I could have taken would have been give me a second. I'm retarded for that. I'm retarded for this. That would have been a better trade. Also, paying more attention to the Fair Valley Gap, which I didn't saw at the moment again because I was not in the right mindset. I would have, honestly, I would have just skipped Monday. Like, I would just skip 21. But because I also had a feeling, on Friday was Good Friday, obviously, and it was like a 3-day weekend. And honestly, when that happens, I already know that everyone, like, when they go to work, they're a bit slow. You feel me? So the market would have been a bit slower, which it clearly was, but not too much slow, because it ended up rallying. But yeah, I think I should have skipped today, because of that, and because I slept like at 2:30, which wasn't a good call. But yeah, this would have been the better trade. Place my stop loss under the Fair Valley Gap, a bit lower, just to give it space, and aim for these highs. And I would take a 2.5 with risk to reward ratio, which is way better than just 1. But yeah, but for tomorrow, which is give me a second, 22, we are good to go. I don't think this are gonna affect the market that much, but for tomorrow we'll be good to go. For Wednesday, I'm not even gonna trade because of this. Like, I'm not gonna trade USD, probably not GBP and Euro. Not even. I think I'm just gonna skip this whole day. Wednesday is a bad day, but yeah, I wouldn't trade Wednesday, so just Tuesday, which is today in the morning. But yeah, that's gonna wrap the video for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I see you tomorrow. See ya.